Well, good evening. Thank you for joining us again. Well, without taking much of your time, we'll just run through this very quickly. Well, an arrested bandit has, during his interrogation, being interrogated as indicted, the Kaduna State Governor, that's Malam El Rufai. Yes, and you see, wonders will not stop happening. The Yorubas have a say, "Wọ́n ní ẹni agbójú òkùnlé kò jẹ́ ní àgbà," something like that. I know you get what I'm talking about. Well, what that simply means is that the person you are supposed to, the person that you are banking on, who are supposed to be the chief security of the whole state, is now being the person that is being indicted again. That means serious problem, and it makes matters worse when, like I said, the person who is supposed to be taking care, overseeing the security of people is now the person that is behind, events like this. And so, in this very short interview, I would have really loved to play the video for you. It's about 8 minutes, but it's majorly in Hausa. So I might not bother. Let me just talk to you and let's just talk. I might not bother you with that long video for those majority of us who probably don't understand Yoruba. But who do not understand Hausa, because the guy spoke in Hausa. However, the guy during his interrogation said that Malam El Rufai, governor of Kaduna State, knows about all that is happening now. And let's run through it very quickly. An arrested bandit by name Ado Namarai has indicted the Kaduna State governor Nasiru El Rufai during interrogation by police. Ado Namarai, who is 55 years old, an indigene of Kaura, Bogaje village in Jibia local government area of Katsina State, told the police that he has killed not less than 4 people during kidnapping operations around Birin Gwari, Azis of Kaduna State, since he joined the kidnapping gang he claims to be Fulanis. The bandit made the confession in a video, which of course I said I would love to play for you. I might still play for you before we finish, depending on how time permits us. And so he during this interrogation in this video that I'll be showing you very soon, posted by a freelance journalist named Muhammad Awa on his Instagram page and obtained by Middle Bells. During interrogation by the Katsina State Police Public Relations Officer SP Gambos Isa, the bandit admitted to being part of a bandit gang operating in Kaduna State. He told the police that prior to 5 years ago, he was a laborer who makes bed using raw material from harvested maize sticks, and some of his customers were bandits. I beg your pardon. Some of his customers were bandits. He said, before I joined the kidnapping business, and so you see, it's a business. God have mercy. It's a business. Before I joined the kidnapping business, I was into local bed making, and improvised bed I make using sticks from harvested maize. Most times when the bandit come to buy my products, they offer me more than the cost price. One day they told me that as an old man I deserved a better life, and that was how they introduced me to crime, he said. In the 9-minute video that I promised to show you, I will just show you a little bit out of it. I hope it comes in just before we finish. Ado said he and his gang were also into cattle rustling and armed robbery operations. He also confessed to killing some of their victims during kidnapping operations. We attacked some commuters along Mando Buruku Road, and I opened fire. I killed 4 people and shot a 5th on the leg. We abducted 10 people in total from the 2 vehicles, and each of them paid 10 million naira in ransom. Each of them. Mama. This is serious. Each of them, from 10 people. That's 100 million. I got my calculation right. And looking at this guy, does he look like somebody who has gotten 1 million before? Though the Bible says money answers all things, but not the way we go about it these days. People go about it. Not the way it's been going about these days. I'm pained. And I feel somebody is also there who feels like, wow. From poor commuters, family members who are supposed to be resting at home will now be made to run helter skelter looking for money to pay these killers. He said at the 9th minute of the video, the bandit speaking in Hausa language told the police that his gang members are in a place called Sabon Fili, a community along the Kaduna International Airport. As I speak to you now, I am sure they may be watching. They are in Sabon Fili and they are well armed. They sometimes go into the village armed and collect goods without paying. Whenever any goods owner try to protest, they will shoot the person. El Rufai knows about the place, he concluded before the end of the video. Before he ended the video, he said El Rufai knows about the place. As at the time of filing this report by MBT, credits to them, we could not verify why the video ended at the moment of the name El Rufai. If the video ended just when he mentioned the name of the governor, why the bandits, who was obviously not under any compulsion, mentioned the governor's name? He didn't look like he was under pressure. He didn't look like he was under pressure. No. Why did the video have to end? Why did that video end at the point he mentioned the name of the governor? Why did they end that interview? He said it will be recalled that a former deputy governor of the central bank, Dr. Obadiah Mailafia, during an interview session with Nigerians in Info FM, alleged that some repentant bandit commanders named certain northern governors as being Boko Haram commanders. Northern governors as being commanders of Boko Haram. Malafia was invited by the Nigerian service, the DSS, for questioning over the allegations. You remember, the former Oxford-trained central bank died under very controversial circumstances on the 19th of September 2021, with many Nigerians of the opinion that he may have been killed or silenced. Kaduna State since 2015 has become the epicenter of kidnapping and attacks on communities, which many blame on Fulani headmen militias. What do whoever these people are, who are sponsoring this, inhuman acts, what do they stand to gain? What do you stand to gain from bloodshed? What do you stand to gain? Last Sunday, 38 people were killed by gunmen suspected to be Fulani terrorists in Madamia and Abon community in Malagum district of Kora local government area of the state. They were buried yesterday in a well-publicized mass burial attended by dignitaries from southern Kaduna. Question still remains, why did they end that video at the point names were mentioned? For some time now, there was a comment, some people came up and said, we already have a list of the people who are sponsoring terrorism, but we cannot mention their name. Just yesterday, when the president was talking, or 2 days ago when the president was talking, he said that even somebody, a House of Rep member, is behind the agitators and all of that. Their names cannot be mentioned. Declare these people as terrorists. That cannot be done. For how long do we want to continue like this? Even southern eastern people, the southeastern people are shouting, even declare a state of emergency in the southeast, because the killing is just too much. The killing is too much. Bloodshed every day. Bloodshed every day. Bloodshed every day. 38 people at a go. People have, there has been more killing this time than it has ever been. He said, when contacted, the Katsina State Police Public Relations Officer, Gamba Issa, who interrogated the bandits for comment on the matter, he said he cannot comment on it. He said he cannot comment on it. He said, I cannot comment on the matter. Issa said via a telephone conversation with NBT reporters. He said, I cannot comment on the matter. Let me see if I can get you that video. So that for those of you who understand Hausa, you'll be able to understand what he's saying. But then I won't be able to play all for you. I just play it a little bit. Of course, run you to the end of the video so that we can see for ourselves where he mentioned names, and so we'll be able to capture that.
Wanda ake kira Ado na Marai, dan asalin ƙauyen Bugaje ne da ke ƙaramar hukumar Jibiya. Ya shahara, ya shiga cikin dabar barayi, daga koyon sana'ar hannu yana ɗinka musu katifa, har ya shiga suka koya mishi yadda ake harba bindiga. Zancen da nake muku, Ado na Marai zai ku ji bayani daga bakinsa. Fashin daji da tare mota akan hanyar Abuja, zai muku bayanin cewa sau nawa suka yi, kuma mutum nawa shi da kansa ya kashe, da kuma naira miliyan nawa suka taɓa karɓa a hannun al'umma a matsayin kuɗin fansa. Ya sunanka?
Ado na Marai.
Ado na Marai, ka kalle su ka kuma buɗe baki. Ya sunanka?
Ado na Marai.
Ado na Marai, shekarar ka nawa?
Ina da shekara 55.
55. Kai mutumin ina ne?
Ni mutumin Kaurar Bugaji ne.
Kaurar Bugaji.
Insha Allah.
A Jibiya ko?
Jibiya local government.
To, me sana'aka?
To, sana'a na farko
yawwa
shekara 4 da ya wuce zuwa 5. Ina zuwa nan Giwa local government.
Giwa, ka buɗe baki.
Ina yin aiki na ƙarfi. Haka girbin masara, katifan nan isala da nake yi. Ina masu Hausawa su saya, Fulani su saya. Domin Allah. Suna cikin haka da ni, suna sayan babbai 4,000, karamai 3,000. Ya ce maka babu mai zai hana ka ba wani aikin ka zo mai ci ai shekaru sun ja. Lokacin nan dai Allah bai aminta ba shi, kuma zuciyata tana sauran tsarki domin Allah. Sai na kiya. To abinda zan sai da in aka zo aka ce ana son guda 50 ko 30, za a iya ɗaukar deposit a bani na naira 40,000. Zai in je in sau buhunna ina ɗinka na kai masu, ko kuma suka zo suka ɗauka.
Yes, for those of us who do not understand Hausa, all he said are just the things that I put forward to you, talking about the number of killings that he has done, how they get their ransom, how much he's been able to get, and so on and so forth. So maybe we should just fast forward towards the end where names have been mentioned, and like I said, it is well. Let us hear just the few parts that we have left. Let's just listen to this. The remaining 2 minutes or thereabout.
sai aka ce matsaga ta yi har kuɗin mota da ice na hada su.
Za ka tafi ina?
Zan koma can ina shibka masaratun cikin azumi. Ai ba cikin daji muke ba. Ni ban kwana a daji.
A ina kuke?
Ni ina nan wani gari wanda ake ce Sabon Hili.
Sabon Hili? Su kuma su ma barayin ana suke?
Gaskiyar magana a zama yanzu nan dai group ɗin kuna. Na tabbata har ga Allah yanzu a Sabon Hili za su gani su ma. Na tabbata har ga Allah mai bindiga da ke akwai saboda sun fi ƙarfin wajen. Hatta da abin da kake sarwa an kace baka saida masu za su ɗauka. Kuma wallahi za su iya halbe ka ba kuma abin da za a yi. Kuma yan rufa ya san da
he had to stop. He had to stop. No more questioning. Lest this guy begins to say some things that will set the whole place on fire. But the truth is that everywhere is on fire. You know, we're just trusting God to help us douse the fire. Everywhere is on fire. I mean, killings here, killings there, and now names have been mentioned. And look, whatever the case is, everybody who is behind this Union's act, like the blood of Abel was shouting, was crying against Cain, So with the blood of these innocent souls that you have killed, that you are killing, that there is innocent blood that you are shedding, like Mama Patient said, these innocent blood that you are shedding. So with these bloods cry. I mean, Egba Mike, why did the video have to stop? The moment he mentioned them, thank you very much. Because the guy was ready to say some other things because he knows, well, maybe from here, he's to be killed or something. He might never see daylight again. You know, this is Nigeria. God help us. Seriously. But whatever you have to say, please just stay. Just stay. How can we get out of this? For how long do we want to continue like this? For how long? For how long do we want to continue like this? But then, just like Daddy Gio said earlier on today, safety is of the Lord. He said it on Friday too. Safety is of the Lord. Safety is of the Lord. You keep trusting God for your own security, for your own safety. For your own safety. Our safety is not in the arms or in the hands of the armed forces. They are trying their best. What that means is that chickens, they sweat also, but because they have feathers, you don't know they are sweating. They are trying. I showed you a video in one of the videos, live videos I did some time ago of how that young man, the ex-soldier, who mentioned that they use light-skinned vehicles. The terrorists that they are fighting come against them with bulletproof vehicles. Oh, come on. Who is deceiving who? Who is deceiving who? We are risking the lives of our soldiers. We are putting their lives on the line. And that means that we don't even care about the people that we pretend to say they should go and secure. May God help us. May God have mercy. And please do share and share, just share and let's comment. Let's drop your opinions. Drop your opinions on these matters. God bless you. Thank you very much. I hope you have a very wonderful weekend. You know, work starts again tomorrow, but then we are still here. I will always be here. We will always, like Yorubas to say, and God help us. I pray that you will have a very wonderful week ahead. A very, very splendid, prosperous, wonderful week. Blessed week. A week that is loaded with lots of benefits and good news concerning Nigeria. That's what we are looking after. That every time we wake up in the morning, we look forward to hearing good news. Good news that someday we'll just begin to hear good news. But then I trust God that it will become the order of the day very, very shortly. Very, very soon it will become the order of the day. Thank you very much for watching once again. My name remains Olukunle. God bless you.